Okay, everyone, I guess we'll have time to start the meeting, and I'd like to thank everyone for attending the Committee of Adjustment meeting. I'd like to remind everyone that as we get underway, that this meeting is in person and online through Zoom and is being recorded. Everyone online will be muted with the exception of the committee members and staff. All comments and questions are to be directed through the chair from committee members, staff, and public. I'd like to remind committee members you must speak into your microphone so that everyone online and in person can hear you. For those attendees that are online, your video picture will not be displayed. You'll be muted and will not be able to unmute yourself during the application that you have not requested to attend unless you raise your hand. At the beginning of each application, I will call applicant forward. The owner or applicant in attendance may come to the table to your right to speak with the committee. This microphone is live and you must speak into the microphone. If the owner or applicant is online, you will be unmuted. The committee will ask for comments from the public during each application. Please provide your name and address for the public record. All comments and questions should be directed to the chair and only speak when it's your turn. If you're in person and would like to speak to an application one at a time, you may approach the podium and speak. This microphone will be live. If you're on the video portion of the Zoom meeting and you'd like to speak and your microphone is muted, please click on the raise hand button located on the bottom of your screen. Staff will notify me that you wish to speak. If you're attending by telephone and you wish to speak, please dial *9 to raise your hand, which will signal staff that you wish to speak. Once a decision has been made concerning your application, you're welcome to leave the hearing while the committee continues with the next application. Members in attendance today are Catherine Graham, Bruce Craig, Paul Veenster, Todd Robertson, and myself, Jim Kehoe. Our staff in attendance are Senior Planner Lindsay Lambert, Planner Kyle Peel, and Secretary Treasurer Amanda Werner McKellar. The first item on the agenda is the adoption of the agenda. Any committee members have any changes they wish to make?
None.
None here.
No. None here.
No, nor do I. So we need a mover and a seconder. Moved by Catherine, seconded by Paul. That the agenda be adopted as circulated. All in favor? Catherine?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm also carried. Second item on the agenda is the adoption of the minutes from our October 28th, 2025 meeting. Any committee members have any changes or suggestions?
None.
None here.
No. None here, sir.
Nor do I. So we need a mover and a seconder again. Moved by Bruce, seconded by Todd. That the meeting minutes for the October 28th, 2025 hearing of the Committee of Adjustment be adopted as circulated. All in favor?
Catherine, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I am also carried. Now, third item is a declaration of interest. Any committee members with any pecuniary or other declaration of interest?
None.
None here.
No. None here, sir.
Nor do I. Okay. First thing on our application today is D13-2025-042 68 Big Stave Island. And Amanda, this year.
Yes, and we have the owner online if you have any questions. The application is requesting a permission to expand an existing legal non-complying dwelling with an attached uncovered deck, which was constructed in the absence of necessary municipal and agency approvals. The existing dwelling is legal non-complying with respect to the minimum 30-meter setback from the high water mark of the St. Lawrence River and the minimum 30-meter front yard provision of the Island Residential Special Exception 4 zone. The existing 312 square meter single-story dwelling and attached uncovered deck is proposed to be expanded with the addition of a 22.3 square meter attached uncovered deck. The property is currently developed with a single detached dwelling with an attached deck, 2 accessory structures, and 2 marine facilities. Of note, a site visit was not undertaken due to seasonal constraints with accessing the property by water at this time of year. However, staff completed a detailed review of the pictures of the property submitted with the application to complete their assessment and inform their opinion.
Okay, thank you. Kyle, give us your report, please.
Thank you, Chair, and through you. So as noted, this application is requesting a permission to expand an existing legal non-complying dwelling with the addition of an attached uncovered deck, which was constructed prior to the issuance of the required municipal and agency approvals. It is proposed to permit the attached uncovered deck to be located on the northeast side of the existing dwelling, and this structure will encroach no closer to the high water mark than the closest point of existing development. The proposed expansion is limited. No undue adverse impacts are anticipated beyond what currently exists, and the scale of the proposed structure is in appropriate proportion to the existing legal non-complying dwelling. In conclusion, the Conservation Authority have submitted comments noting no concerns based on their consideration of natural hazards. The application has been found to be consistent with the applicable policies and regulations of the land use planning documents of the township. As such, planning staff recommend approval of this application per the details and conditions enclosed within the staff report. Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle. And any other public comments?
Yes, we received the comments from the Conservation Authority with no objections. And we also received written public comments from Stephen George, Andy Mullins, and who are neighbors, and letters of support. And we also received a letter of support from Gail Grant McBride, a resident of the township.
Okay, thanks, Amanda. Is there anyone in attendance in the audience that wishes to speak to the application?
We have no one online and no one in the audience looking to speak to the application.
Committee members, any questions for the applicant?
I have no questions.
Bruce?
I have no questions or concerns. It seems quite minimal.
Paul?
None here.
Todd?
One question through you, Chair, if I may. Do we have any idea of the age of the structure that we are
I'll
approving?
put that to Kyle.
I would ask the owner to confirm that, please.
The owner-
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, you go ahead.
It was constructed last year.
Thank you very much.
Okay. No, I have no questions or concerns. We need a mover and a seconder. Okay, moved by Catherine, seconded by Todd. That application D13 2025 042 be approved subject to conditions as included in the planner's report and the decision of the committee, and we're ready to vote. Catherine?
Yes.
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 And I am also carried. Second on our agenda today is D13 2025 043 231 Hay Island. Amanda, would you give us your spiel here?
Yes, and we have people in attendance today if you have any questions. This application is requesting permission to expand an existing legal non-complying dwelling with an attached uncovered deck that was constructed in the absence of necessary municipal and agency approvals. The existing dwelling is legal non-complying with respect to the minimum 30-meter setback from the high water mark of the St. Lawrence River and the 30-meter setback of the island residential zone, and the minimum 30-meter setback from a seasonal or permanent wetland. The existing 107.5 square meter single-story dwelling is proposed to be expanded with the addition of a 25 square meter attached uncovered deck. The property is currently developed with a single detached dwelling, 2 attached decks, 2 accessory structures, and a marine facility. Of note, a site visit was not undertaken due to seasonal constraints with accessing of the property by water at this time of year. However, staff completed a detailed review of the video and pictures of the property submitted with the application to complete their assessment and inform the recommendation.
Thanks, Amanda. Kyle, give us your report, please.
Thank you, Chair, and through you. So as noted by Amanda, this application is requesting a permission to expand an existing legal non-complying dwelling with the addition of an attached uncovered deck, which was constructed prior to the issuance of the required municipal and agency approvals. It is proposed to permit the attached uncovered deck to be located on the south side of the existing dwelling, and the structure will encroach no closer to the high water mark and the boundary of the adjacent wetland than the closest point of existing development. The proposed expansion is limited. No undue adverse impacts are anticipated beyond what currently exists, and the scale of the proposed structure is in appropriate proportion to the existing legal non-complying dwelling. In conclusion, the Conservation Authority have submitted comments noting no concerns based on their consideration of natural hazards. The application has been found to be consistent with the applicable policies and regulations of the land use planning documents of the township. As such, planning staff recommend approval of this application per the details and conditions enclosed within the staff report. Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle. Amanda, any other reports?
We just received the comments from the Conservation Authority with no objections, and we have not received any further written public comments.
Thanks, Amanda. Is there anyone in attendance in the audience that wishes to speak to the application?
We have no one. Oh, we have the owners looking to speak to the application.
Yes, you can approach.
I'm sorry, you have to speak into the microphone just because it's being recorded. Thank you.
Is it on?
Yeah.
I just wanted it noted that it is not an attached deck, it's an unattached deck.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and we have no one else looking to speak to the application, either online or in the audience.
Samantha, committee members, any questions for our applicants? Start with you, Catherine.
I have a question for staff, given the comment that was just made by the owner. Does it make any difference that it was unattached or attached?
Largely, it wouldn't change our support. I would just note that it's detached in the sense that it's separated from the dwelling by a couple inches, is my understanding. So it functions as an attached deck. So while it may be, technically detached, the function of the deck is as an attached deck. That's why we wrote the report as is.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Bruce.
I have no questions or concerns. It's truly minor in nature. And I commend the applicant on the number of photos and videos and the quality of them submitted with the application.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, nothing here.
Yeah, Todd.
Through you, Chair, yes, I echo the comments around the quality and quantity of the submissions for the application. Thank you. Question for the planning department. I made a note in your comments about an outhouse. I just want to confirm that that's not within scope of this application or this committee to make any comments or approvals on.
That's correct. From our review, it was determined to be an existing structure. I believe the building department flagged some concerns in terms of the setback from the water body, but in terms of the purview of this review from planning as well as this committee, it's not within our review.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, and I have no concerns. So guess we need a mover and a seconder again. By Catherine, seconded by Bruce. Everybody. That the application D13 2025 043 be approved subject to the conditions as included in the planner's report and the decision of the committee. They ready to vote? Catherine.
Yes.
Bruce, yes.
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 And I'm also carried.
Hi, Jason. I'm not sure if you can hear me at the moment, but your application has already been heard by the committee. It was approved, so we'll follow up with some paperwork for you soon.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
That's good. So I thought this was again, wasn't it? Canceled? Yes.
Yes, the discussions for the small accessory structure. Marty's not here today, so she's not able to speak to it, but she wants to discuss to you. Yes, there's no other business on the agenda for today.
So
Yeah.
we need a mover and a seconder to adjourn. Catherine, seconded by Paul. And Paul. That the Committee of Adjustment will adjourn to meet again at the call of the Secretary Treasurer. All in favor?
Yes.
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 I am also carried. I see we have somebody else in the audience. Did
Thank you,
wish to
everyone.
No, okay, no.